Hi, this is Micornus Phokane, the leader and the founder of the Young Men Empowerment Forum. Yes, we are dealing with this topic that speaks about leading by example, which is a very important topic. And I believe each one of us are aware that there are one or two people that are watching you. There are one or two people that are following you, that are admiring just the kind of a person that you are. And you want to lead the people, you must lead them by example. You must always be in consideration to know that there are people that want to follow your footsteps, whether they are your children, whether they are fellow friends, siblings from the family. It could be just your employees at work and any other person around, the children next door and so on. And all that is very key for us to understand that our lives should be transparent enough for people to be able to say, I want to follow that footstep. This is very important. And I'm actually encouraging this today and say, if as an individual, you don't lead by example, you are actually leading people astray, because there are those people, as I said, that will look up to you. Now, the first thing that I want to bring about when you want to lead by example is to encourage growth to other people, encourage other people's growth. And this is very important. Now, consideration of growth for other people is something that should be a conscious decision from you, that I want to do things so that other people can grow by watching me in what I do, by following me as an example of them, that they will grow. Now, this is very important. Now, supporting and investing in your team's professional development or the individuals around you, it might be your children. As I said, it might be the children from next door. When you start supporting them, you start investing your time in them, you start investing your resources in them as well, and in their professional growth, in their development as well. And that's very key. And because many of us ignore the fact that the true legacy is that you leave behind when you die is the people that you developed. How many people did you develop in their lives? How many people did you mentor? How many people did you get them to a destiny of their life? And that's very important. And that's the greatest legacy that you can ever leave behind. Now, encourage growth to other people by supporting and investing in their personal development. Invest in the people's personal growth, because that's very important. You want people to grow. Now, I want to mention the fact that when we speak about mentoring, for instance, which is an interest of getting people to grow and mentor people into their growth, is literally exactly what we do. When you are an adult, you want the children to watch what you're doing and do what you are doing so that they become matured as well. Remember that a child starts learning to walk by seeing an adult walking. So in other words, there's no walking without an adult walking. There's no way a child is going to learn to talk without having heard anybody speaking. So it's very important that we understand that our actions are resonating to the actions of those that are watching us. They are resonating to the people that are there developing under us, watching how we behave, watching what we do, and then follow us every step of the way. I'm saying this because it's very important for us to recognize the fact that this is very key, that we emphasize that people are watching you. People are looking at how you behave, and people are looking at what you say. People are looking at how you conduct yourself, and people are actually seeing you as an example. So encourage growth of others by investing in them, in their professional development as well. Show your care and show that you care about them and show that you value them. Show that you want to see them successful. And this is very important, because if you are to say, I want somebody to become successful, it cannot just be by thinking. It cannot just be by you saying it. It must be an action that shows that you're concerned about the development of someone. It must be an action that follows, that shows that you are actually interested in the success of someone. So when you do that, therefore, you will invest your time, as I said. You'll actually invest your own resources in somebody's life. You will support them every step of the way because you want to see them growing. And therefore, you will speak to them frequently to make sure that they know that you're concerned about their lives, that they know that you want to walk through the path with them, that you want to encourage them for them to develop. And this is very important that we emphasize that. And I believe that you are going to learn quite a lot out of this and encourage growth of others by actually being an example towards them. Now, the second thing that I want to impart to you today, if you want to live an exemplary life, you want to lead by example, you must put in an effort. You must put the effort of making sure that you live by example. Because living by example, as I said in the past, that it is a conscious decision of an individual. It doesn't just happen by osmosis. It doesn't just happen by pure thoughts about it, but you must actually put in the effort. If you don't put an effort of developing others, you don't put an effort of being an example, nobody will see you as an example. It is quite an effort to do so. And I want to urge you as a leader that you develop yourself into leading by example by putting in an effort. You must show your commitment. You are committed to the vision by consistently working hard. And because if you are not having a vision or something that you're pursuing in your life, you cannot actually show or lead people by example. Because people are led by example by an inspiration of somebody who's a visionary. Somebody who has got something that they're pursuing in their lives. Some people that are driven by a certain vision or a certain purpose in their lives. When you've got the vision and it's clear for you, and you start pursuing that vision, and you start becoming conscious to be consistent in pursuing that vision, what will happen? It will actually make the people follow you because they see the commitment that you have in following that particular vision and that particular commitment into that vision and into that purpose. And when people look at you, they see how committed you are in that. And they see how consistent you are actually in working hard toward that vision. And therefore, people see you as an example. And I want to emphasize that. Because example is actually developed out of hard work. As I said, it's not just waking up in the morning and hope that people will look at you and say, you are an example. People that are seen as examples are hard workers in this life. And they are very intentional about their lives. They are very consistent in what they are doing. And when people look at them and say, yeah, I want to be like that one. Now, that's leading by example. Put in the effort. Show you're committed to the vision by consistently working hard on it. So your dedication sets the standard and motivates your people that are seeing and watching, and motivate the teams that are under you, and motivate the children that are watching you as a parent, and motivate the people next door that are watching you as an individual. So that's what we're speaking about. Your dedication sets a standard. Your commitment sets a standard. So meaning that there must be a consistency of some sort in your life that people observe so that they can actually say, but that person is consistent in doing this. And when you are consistent in doing something, there's no way you cannot see breakthrough. And we want to urge you as a young man so that please be consistent in everything that you do because you are known for that which you're consistent in. Now, when we say someone is known as a drunkard, it's purely because they are consistent in drinking alcohol. When we say somebody is known as a robber, it's because they are consistent in robbing people. And I'm sure you understand the thought pattern there. That you are known by what you do. And that is why when we say somebody's a businessman, it's somebody who's consistent in doing business. Is consistent in focusing on business ideas and applying them. And making sure that they run through business process every day. So you are known for business, and that is the reason why you're called a businessman. And you're called by that which you're committed in, but it comes with consistency. And we cannot actually ignore the word consistency in all this. Working hard consistently. Making sure that you're dedicated as well in that which you do. And because you're setting a standard and you motivate others for them to look up to you and say, we want to be exactly that way. Listen to this. When you put in an energy in what you do, you make the teams to match your energy. When you put in an energy in doing something, as a parent, you're making your children to match your energy as well. And that's actually reciprocal, as I've said earlier. It's something that is very, very important for us to look at and say, what energy do I put? Because I cannot expect my children to put an energy in anything that I'm not putting energy in. I cannot expect them to be praying while I'm not praying in the family. I cannot expect my children to live right if I'm not living right. And this is exactly that we speak about, that when you lead by example, is that those people that are watching you, they're actually doing exactly what you do. So therefore, it is very important that we lead by example by putting an effort in everything that we do. I want to end up here today, your host, Micornus Phokane, the leader and the founder of the Young Men Empowerment Forum. This was part 4. We will deal with part 5 tomorrow. And I believe you'll join us as we deal with part 5. But before we check out, I want to remind you of our YouTube channel and the Young Men Empowerment Forum. So please subscribe to the YouTube channel, click notification button. Our Facebook page, Micornus Phokane, and the Facebook page, Young Men Empowerment Forum, very important for you as well. Follow us there and make sure that you click notification buttons as well. And don't forget our TikTok account as well, which has been a source of inspiration for many people. We've got a lot of videos that we posted on our TikTok account under Micornus Phokane. So please follow us there, and the good Lord will bless you. Allow me to check out right here and say till tomorrow as we deal with part 5. May the good Lord bless you. Allow me to say cheers for now.